Today, I would like to tell you about my experiences of using visual aids in presentations. I've finally discovered how I can capture and maintain my audience's attention, and how to impart knowledge to them in a memorable way. Previously, my problem was that I used absolutely no visual aids in my presentations. After a few minutes speaking, I had already lost part of my audience's concentration. Few people are able to listen for long periods. Now I know that people are more interested and respond far better to pictures than to words. Pictures are easier to understand, and they are remembered for far longer than information delivered using only the spoken word. The key to my success is my WolfVision visualizer. My presentations have been completely transformed. I can emphasize key points with images and objects placed on my visualizer, and this significantly increases my audience's attention span and the overall intelligibility of my presentations. Previously, I found it incredibly difficult to speak about something that my audience actually needed to see in order to understand. How can you effectively explain items such as photos, magazines, books, plans, or other objects using only words? Today, I simply place everything on my visualizer, and everyone is able to see what I'm talking about. If I need to show a particular detail, all I need to do is to zoom in quickly. WolfVision visualizers are extremely easy to use, so I'm never distracted with technical details, and I can always concentrate fully on my presentation and my audience. My first steps towards using visuals to support my presentations were computer-based. It did improve my presentations, but the technical challenges and the extra time I needed in order to create a computer presentation made it quite difficult for me. I always had to find a way to somehow bring everything into the computer. This meant hours and hours of scanning and photographing material, and then creating and formatting slides. And after all my efforts, I was still often faced with the problem that it's difficult to explain many things using only static images. Now I can save myself all this preparation time. I only need to collect my demonstration materials and place them on my visualizer during my presentation. With live images, my explanations are now much clearer than with still images. I can show objects from any angle and demonstrate their functionality in a way that's very easy to understand. Even if someone from the audience brings in a new object, I can show it to the audience immediately, no matter what type of object it is. Previously, I had no way of spontaneously adding new material into my presentations, and the running order of my presentations was always pre-decided. I wasn't able to handle unexpected input from my audience, and it was obvious to them that I was always avoiding their questions if they did not fit into my rigid presentation format. Naturally, this didn't encourage my audience to be anything other than passive listeners. Now it's no longer a problem. The running order of my presentation material can be quickly changed. I can easily make amendments to graphics in front of a live audience, and I know that this flexibility helps to keep them interested. I can customize every presentation to suit my audience. This constant interaction with my audience generates a real workshop-type atmosphere. It's now dialogue instead of monologue, and passive listeners have become active team members. I can, of course, put plain text documents on my visualizer. However, it's important to note that text is not visual information for the human brain, and it's processed in the same complex way as spoken material. For capturing the audience's attention and for successful learning, images are far more effective. If I have charts or reports, I can place them on the visualizer and make notes and amendments quickly and easily. I can also connect my laptop to the visualizer and present everything directly from my PC. Using soft transitions, I can easily switch between live visualizer material and computer-based content such as videos, web applications, or PowerPoint slides. And if I don't want to bring my laptop with me, I can simply save my presentation material as images on a USB stick and reproduce it through my visualizer. Or I can simply place my smartphone on the visualizer, the perfect way to show a new app to my audience. For me, my WolfVision visualizer has become an essential presentation tool. It helps me to enthuse and interest my audiences everywhere, and I would not want to be without it.